Hi, machine. I'm just gonna record a video right now because I keep thinking to myself, listen, you people do not know me, okay? This motherfucker right here that you looking at, and I never really spoke too much into this phone the way that I should be. I will just talk and talk and talk my own damn ears off until the end of fucking time. I swear to God. And then I'll be like, I really should have been like writing that down or recording that or blah, blah. Look, we've already been over this. So, I don't know why that just turned off, but I can't get a good angle. Today, we are in Denver, Colorado, coming from Sterling, Colorado. Stay the fuck out of Sterling, Colorado. Stay the absolute actual fuck out of Sterling, Colorado. The cops out there don't got shit worth a damn to do. They looking for you. And they're looking for any reason to get your ass. My fucking headlight went out for one day, bro. My headlight been out one single day. Got pulled over immediately. He did a U-turn. You know that once the cop does a U-turn for you, hold on, what is this fucking thing? Everybody knows that once the cop if the cop does a U-turn for you, you're literally about to be fucking lynched. I swear to God. Just give up on all the jokes. Don't try to tell no jokes. Don't be facetious. You know, don't be silly. I didn't do it this time because I've learned my lesson long since. But just know, if that cop did a U-turn for you, you are getting a ticket. If you were really breaking the law, you are going to jail. Thankfully, I don't actually break the law or do wrong things. I just commit poverty crimes. Today's poverty crime that I'm working on rectifying, and I'll get back into a revelation I've had about it. But the poverty crime that I committed was not having car insurance. Now, I have a funny little joke that sometimes, I probably have not even told this joke 3 times to an actual cop. But they'll be like, how does the joke go? Oh, they'll either ask me, do you have insurance? And I'll say, no, the ticket's cheaper. I don't think I've ever gotten a ticket after telling that joke. But I don't tell that joke to everybody. Listen, okay? I don't even remember the last time I told it. Don't tell that joke. That's a bad joke. And then the other one, I don't know if I've ever told a cop this, but I just have like a little saying: the best insurance is knowing that you don't got no second chance, okay? You drive your car like you care about the damn thing, like you don't got the replacement fee set up. But the truth is, shit happens. Actually, just today, how ironic, honestly. Just today, as I was doing some door dashing, the person behind me, their gigantic fucking tank of an SUV, and honestly, I think that maybe the reason that they did get rear-ended, it would be because of the station wagon or whatever that was behind them. It was an older vehicle, it wasn't a station wagon. I don't know. You're probably fucking tailgating. But also, you know, SUVs, everybody's fucking SUV is so tall, bro. Like literally 9 feet tall. Everybody has a blackout window tint. You cannot see shit in front of this person's vehicle. And everybody as well fucking rides people's asses everywhere that they go. Oh, get out of my way. You know the way they do it. They got their hands. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this shot. If you drive like this, get the fuck from behind me. You don't know how to do it. If you got both your hands at motherfucking 11:30 and goddamn 12:30, get the fuck around me. I do not want you back there. You probably can't even see the goddamn speedometer. You probably pulling yourself up over to see over the damn dashboard. Oh my God. I'm telling you, they make these vehicles too damn big nowadays. Anyway, I got my license taken away from me. I can get it back, I think. I can keep it from getting suspended. Because I'm not even from Colorado. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go there. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'm here to show you my proof of insurance, which I'll just get online for probably like Worst case scenario, $200 fucking dollars. But the ugly truth is that I probably will not be able to just be like, okay, can I have my license, please? It's not gonna fucking be there. If I go to the police department that I got pulled over at and I say, can I have my license back, please? It's not gonna be there. Where the fuck is my license gonna be? I don't know, but they're gonna tell me over. Don't, like, I'm telling myself this right now so that I might seem like I'm a calm guy. I'm actually extremely irritable. I'm very easily aggravated sometimes, but if I can set my expectations right, okay, it's like, how could I rationally get upset if I'm in a rational state of mind? Some days, today, for example, I've been having a pretty rough day, okay, before I got this weed, which I'll explain in a second. Some days I have to take, like, literally every breath that I take has to be a deep one. Like, every single breath I take is one to calm me down some days. I swear to God. And you might think, oh, well, that's a good thing because you're being, like, super mindful. What are you super mindful of? How fucking angry and irritated you are? It's a very tight state of mind to describe it abstractly. It feels like the insides of my head are swelling and the outsides of my head are closing in, and just get real upset. So when I go to the DMV on Monday with my bottom dollar and say, can I please have my license back? And I pay them whatever money is required to do that. And then it's all said and done. Please understand, they're going to say, no, you can't have your license back. What's your address? I'm going to say, I don't fucking have an address. Actually, don't even make it complicated. Just give them, I don't know. I really don't know. Because they're going to want to mail it, if anything. Or maybe they'll even print me another one. I don't know. Probably not, because I'm not fucking from Colorado. And now I'm stuck here. If I'm not stuck, I'm not actually stuck. Technically, I am stuck because I spent kind of like all the rest of my money. I didn't spend it recklessly. It might seem as though I did. I spent money on car parts, tire jack. I don't even know how, I can call myself an intelligent person whatsoever and just fucking drove like 2,000 miles to wherever the middle of nowhere I'm even at without a car jack until like last week. And that's only because some fucking random dude gave me money, gave me $1,000 fucking dollars in the Walmart parking lot. I don't even know if I had that conversation with myself. Most of my inner dialogue is in my notes app. I struggle to, as simple as it is, I struggle to pull the phone out and speak to myself in this way, even though I know it's the most effective way to do it. I think it's because with it comes the homework of editing. I will say I don't actually really reread my notes ever. I do rewatch my videos, however. I'm on a tangent. Yeah, I was telling this fucking cop, and I'm not gonna lie, he looked kind of you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. Well, what's the point of getting into that? I'm not gonna get into how he looked. It doesn't matter how he looked. He was white. Okay. Actually, when it comes to cops, as a black person, I can tell you, if you get pulled over by a black cop, just run. Just fucking run, because they got something to prove. I swear to God. But yeah, so he just like is swearing up and down, yeah, I don't want to have to do this to you, but the city of Sterling, Colorado has a zero tolerance, blah, 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 on no insurance. He literally said it so many times, like, that he didn't want to do it to me. And it's like, but you're doing it, and I guarantee you're not going to be late to work tomorrow. And you're going to keep doing it, and you're going to keep doing this, and you're going to keep making your life about, honestly, kicking poor people down. Right? Because what even actually happened? My headlight went out. Headlight cost about $20. Okay, I'll admit, I should have changed it. I should have changed it faster. I should have understood that I was already pushing my luck. I should have changed the headlight. I really, it was flickering on and off for like a couple of days. I changed it a couple of months ago, probably like 3 months ago. Changed both of them like a couple of months ago. At the same day it turned off. And it's like he's looking for people who don't have their headlights, right? Who have mechanical failures or something like that with their car that could be seen. My stickers on the back of my car expired for fucking years, literally years. I told him about that. He said, I don't even care about that. Which kind of negates, hold on, let me check this guy's thing right here. Maybe they have a different kind of tab system in Colorado. No, I mean, they have stickers. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe it's because I'm from out of state. But it's like, so you're basically only looking for headlights, brake lights, things that people are unaware of so that you can pull them over and so that you can low-key infringe on their Fourth Amendment right by asking all this personal information and getting all this fucking shit, all these documents, all this paperwork, okay? And that can't even be enough. Every time I get pulled over, first of all, I just gently put my hands up. I don't even know where else to put them at this point. Where am I supposed to put them? I just very, very gently just put them like this, okay? I don't think I really am overdoing it. A lot of times I don't even think about it. I kind of get pulled over a lot, honestly. I kind of get pulled over way too fucking much, and I like never speed or do anything actually wrong or like pass people aggressively. I don't even like turn right on a red if this shit says don't turn on red. Like I actually consider myself to be a very compassionate and considerate driver, you know, but I'm always getting pulled over. I'm always fucking getting pulled over. And they say, oh, there's nothing to be worried about, blah blah blah. Sometimes they'll say, and it never helps. Sometimes they'll say, when you get nervous, it just makes us nervous. Like, that's not gonna make me less nervous. I'm not the one that's allowed to fucking kill you or rob you or take your fucking driver's license so that you have to stand outside of the goddamn dispensary the next day and fucking ask old ladies if they can go inside and fucking buy weed for you like you're a goddamn teenager. Fuck, nigga. And you just keep insisting. I don't want to do this, I don't want to do it. And the way he was saying it, he very obviously did not care. It just sounded like, it all sounded like script, man. It sounded like the guy really was not even in there, I swear to God. He was like, I'd never seen the walkie-talkie or whatever inside an actual earpiece. The traffic stop was taking fucking forever. Like, how long does it take? He had shit handwriting, might I add. But, you know, and he asked me to get out the car to sign all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of scared me. I've almost never been asked to get out of my car by a cop before. There was one time when I was sleeping in my car in Seattle, like a super long time ago, before I really had an idea for what kind of places you can and cannot get away with sleeping in your car at. I thought that this park that I was going to a couple of times was cool, but no. And then, you know how it goes. They'll be like, do you mind if we search your vehicle? You can say no. No, you fucking can't. Just fucking look. I don't it's not that I don't believe in guns. I mean, obviously they exist. No, I just don't have a gun. I don't want a gun. I don't think that I'm allowed to have a gun. Honestly, as a black person, I try not to overdo the whole I'm black, y'all, I'm bliggity bliggity blick black, y'all. But, you know, I think that it's actually obvious that even though the paper, the Constitution or whatever might say something, even if after you all go to court, right, and they say this is disgusting, guilty of 6 months for murder, when they say that to the cop, you go into jail for 6 months or whatever. You know, I think about Philando Castile a lot. I will overstate. They killed the fuck out of him. They absolutely just murdered the hell out of him for owning a gun. Extremely legally owning a gun. Saying, right, because what even else are you supposed to say? Aren't you supposed to say, hello officer, yes, just to let you know I've got a blah blah blah. You know, you said I've got the thing. You're allowed to have the thing. You fucking died. as somebody that drives for a living, as somebody that road trips a lot and DoorDashes to random people's houses, and honestly, oftentimes leaves my car running when I go into the store. Don't watch this and then go fucking rob me. But, you know, I do think, what if somebody stole my car? It'd be a lot worse if somebody stole my car and there was a gun in there. You know, so... anyway, that was a huge tangent, just to say that I don't ever say no. I believe that I should have the right to say no, but I don't ever say no when they ask to search my car or ask me to get out the car. But I was kind of worried. I was like, is everything's cool? You know, don't believe everything you see on TV. And it's like, you know, it's not that I'm working on everything I believe on fucking TV. One, I don't even fucking have a TV. I thought we already went over the fact that I'm a fucking homeless person. Two, I get pulled over a lot. I can tell when the cop that's pulling me over is a fucking robot who has no compassion whatsoever, and there is no way that I'm going to talk my way out of it. Okay, so... And I'm just gonna say, you really seem like one of those zero tolerance, just doing my job, Nazi-ass fucking cops. Just saying, dude. And, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I don't understand why I had to get out the car to sign my goddamn ticket, but whatever. Whatever. Completely irrelevant. He's on the walkie-talkie. He's like, yeah, I'm still on a traffic stop. It's like, okay. So that really said to me, especially based off the way that he looked, that really said to me that he's kind of like, that maybe he kind of like gets picked on at work. Maybe he's like the punching bag of the team or whatever. I saw the whole time, that traffic stop lasted way too fucking long. But the whole time I'm literally watching so many cops like driving aggressively as fucking circles. They're hunting. They're searching desperately for somebody who's got some shit out of line. Most likely somebody who's just fucking passing through. Because I don't know why anybody would even be in that area. Anyway, that's all to say. Fucking cop took my license, and I can't get it back until I show proof of insurance, and it's Friday, so until I show proof of insurance to the DMV on Monday. And they're definitely not going to give it back to me that day or anytime soon. And it's going to be super complicated. And I'm probably just going to have to get a whole new license. I'm glad I made it to Denver with, you know, and I got to admit, I'm a pretty lucky guy. I've been counting my blessings a lot lately. I did make it all the way to Denver. Colorado is a bit desolate. Denver is beautiful. I love Denver. I think I've been having a great time out here, even though I've been kind of irritated. Everything east of Denver is just like a flat, not completely flat, but mainly flat, like valley or prairie or whatever, prairie, I guess, because this morning I saw some prairie dogs. You know, I don't think I've ever actually seen that before. I got out my car, turned around, like 7 prairie dogs like huddling around each other, running for their lives into their holes and whatever. And then you got the sentry on top of the thing, and I thought that he was a bird. I thought that those were birds, but it's just chirping. I can't make that fucking sound. A lot of flies, like a really like just kind of shocking amount of just regular flies, like literally fucking everywhere. I will say the Walmart that I was loitering at for most of either the day before yesterday or yesterday or whatever, it was parked by a swamp. I did see Shrek in there wiping his ass in the mud, washing his ass in the mud, sorry. You know, so maybe that's an excuse. I don't know. A lot of times, even when I'm on the highway, and I'll be on the highway for like hours, and there will be like, I don't know if they're coming in or if they're trying so hard to get out. I got so many of the windows open, and like the flies will be like landing on my legs or like my arms or my feet, because I usually wear flip-flops, except for on my driving foot. I just drive barefoot. Crucify me. Um, the flies, it's actually really telling. Uh, it's been showing me a lot lately, just how upset an insect can make me. It really says a lot to me. How quickly I'll react and try to and get all worked up, chasing it around the car and whatever. It's interesting. I meditated today, and as soon as I took like that first deep breath, a fly actually did come into my field of vision, and I did not do anything. The second time it landed on me, probably about 2 minutes later, I couldn't help it. Even though I don't even fucking hit them, but I swat. Like, get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. A lot of flies. A lot of flies in Colorado. A lot of flies. A lot of cops in Sterling for no reason. And honestly, probably the reason why they drive around so aggressively trying to make all the fucking money that they goddamn can is because there ain't fucking shit worth a damn going on out there to fucking criminalize nobody over. Ain't no way to justify the tax revenue. You know what I mean? Gas prices going up, especially when you drive like that. But I got this. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to buy weed. It was basically my first concern. No, my first concern was what, and I told him this too. Because he was basically trying to like brush it off, like it doesn't matter, like it's okay. It doesn't matter, I take homeless people's licenses all the time and tell them that they can't even fucking leave the state and that they gotta come back to the DMV within 7 days or their shit is gonna be suspended. Like, what am I even supposed to fucking do? Me, I know myself to be resourceful. I know I'll take care of it. But really, like, average homeless person, especially who lives in their car, which is expensive. It's expensive. It costs a lot of money. I make a lot of money, but I spend it all. And I'm pretty okay with that. I live like the Buddha. It's actually a huge breath of relief. Today, when I was walking around in that prairie, where the prairie dogs were, watching them do their thing, and I'm just watching these animals just like live their lives, these insects crawling around by my feet that I've never even seen before. And then I look back, because I hear talking about 100 feet behind me, and it's these people are distracting me walking by. It's the guy, when you go to like a grocery store and they got the little area where you park your precious SUV and then they load all the fucking groceries in there for you because they're like, let me not speak about your ass because I don't know your ass and you might be really struggling. And if you benefit, hell, if you're even not struggling and you benefit from picking up your food, your groceries from the whatever, however, good for you. Okay, I take back my criticism. I'm just in a mood. Okay. Anyway, the point of that was to say, I forgot that some people have jobs. And I don't forget for long. As soon as I get on the road, I remember why everybody seems to run me off of it. It's because they're late or they've been there all goddamn day and they can't wait to get home. Really, that's usually, I would say about 70% of the reason that people use their vehicles is to go to work or home. The other last bit is for miscellaneous errands. Most people are, I would say less than 5% of people driving are on their way to somewhere where they're gonna go have fun and just like hang out, like a park or like their friend's house or something. And I would say less than 1% of those people are just driving for driving's sake. Oftentimes that's me. So I accept that. And I don't drive that slow. I do 5 over. On cruise control, I average 5 over, sometimes 4, sometimes 3. If it's a work zone, okay, I'm not gonna lie. If it's a work zone and there are several lanes to the left of me, I'm gonna slow down. I don't know why that's such a big deal for so many people. People really don't like it when you drive even 10 miles within the speed limit. People really don't. And this is the thing. Because even if I was doing 10 over, because I used to drive fast. Even if I was doing 10 over, there's somebody right on my ass. Even if I'm doing 20 over, there's somebody right on my fucking ass. If I'm doing 40 over, there's probably a cop on my ass. You cannot drive any speed without having somebody chasing you out the fucking city. Because everybody just wants to go faster and faster. Oh. What was my point? Welcome to Colorado! I forgot that that other people have jobs and that I don't. So I actually do find a lot of value in not really making... I do make a lot of money. I could save a lot of money. I could. I really could. But I've rationalized that the reason I don't have that much money saved up is because I don't actually want that. It's not actually that important to me. It is important to an extent, and to that extent, I maintain it. And have done so for a long time. But I'm realizing all the criticism that I give myself and that I take from others. Think about what you're actually doing, what actually happens. I actually don't fucking care about the money. Sometimes I think that it goes a bit into self-sabotage because, I will let things kind of go to shit before I act on some things. But there's always a maintenance that or a bare minimum that I maintain. I feed myself, I gas my own car, I make my money, I won't say anything else. What can I say? I mean, I meditate early in the morning. I try to early in the morning. Usually doesn't end up happening until about 10 at the earliest. If on any day when I start meditating before like 8 or even like 7, I'm probably gonna fall back asleep. But if I stay awake, it really feels like another mode, and I should be meditating more than once a day, frankly. And oftentimes for hours, maybe even like Sunday could be like a special day or something, like a Sabbath, have like a holy day for myself. I'm rambling, but it's fine. I had to ask 3 people for this here weed. If you live in Colorado, and on July 29th, 2022, your grandmother, or your mother, she was old. She wasn't that old, but she was an older white woman, all gray, but long. Beautiful smile. Might be fake. No shame in that at all. If she said, I had the silliest experience ever today. I gave a Negro some marijuana. Honestly, actually, let me back up. The first lady, she would say Negro. This lady would not. This lady would call me an African American. She really would. I personally prefer black. I think it's kind of... It used to be funny. Then it used to be strange. Then it used to be kind of upsetting the way that white people... And don't overthink this if you're white. Oh, I don't fucking care. It used to kind of bother me. Like the way white people will hesitate to say black nowadays, because I remember there was a time in my life, it feels like there was a time in my life where they didn't hesitate to say black. Now it feels like they bite their tongue, and then they replace whatever they were gonna say with African American. I am from nobody's Africa. Ain't never been there. I actually do plan on visiting one day. I want to visit there. Don't know if that might ever happen. I could die today, So I just want to live, man. That's why I really don't save no money either. And it kind of can come back to bite me in the ass. But, it's like, what is an ass biting? I remember, now we're talking. I remember, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a whole month ago now, I was in a parking lot. truck driver comes in. He's like, yeah, you think that that we could park here overnight? I'm like, I don't know, man. I slept here last night. But I'm talking about a truck. Blah blah blah. Like, is anybody gonna tell me to leave? Or is anybody gonna bother me? That's what he said. And I remember saying something like, you know, I've been homeless for years. You know, when it first happened, I would get really upset. I would really, first I would worry a lot about whether or not somebody was gonna bother me. And then which was kind of often, when somebody would bother me, you know, hey, you okay in there? One time a woman woke me up. They'll wake you up if your car is running and you're asleep in there. Which, honestly, I mean, good. You know, maybe I died. You don't know. People often tell me that they can't tell that I'm homeless. So, anyway, I keep getting distracted. One time a lady, she tapped on my passenger window while I was sleeping in my car in Seattle by the gym. I wake up, she's like, you okay? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, sorry, or whatever. She's like, hey, you know where I can get some black? Like, black fucking tar heroin? That's what I asked her, without the expletives. Black tar heroin? She said, yeah, I don't, you know? She's like, oh, sorry, you just look like you use it. That was probably like the second week I was homeless, so that kind of cut me. You know, but the truth is, especially in suburban and rural areas and like strip mall parking lots rather than parks or in front of somebody's apartment complex or house or something, or like on the side of a sidewalk, if you go to an actual like parking lot and find yourself a nice little spot, listen, if you're going homeless, listen, find yourself a nice spot in a large parking lot where the trees are facing the east, right? That way, when the sun comes up, if it's a hot day, you won't be, you'll at least have until 1 o'clock or so before that heat starts to really beat your ass. If you're in a strip mall where that's been around for more than 10 fucking years, 20 years or so, maybe the trees would be tall enough that they can shade you all day. But it's usually the small little spindly trees that frankly you could pull right out of the ground if you really wanted to. I don't know about you, I could, you know. I'm actually glad that this thing just blocked my muscle from being in the frame. I'm just fucking talking. It's fine though. It's fine. Colorado, completely skipped over Nebraska. If the weed is illegal, if I'm not even allowed to smoke weed under penalty of law, I'm gonna leave. Because, not necessarily because I want to smoke weed very, very bad, but because I know that the police will be looking really hard for somebody whose car is out of order so that they can pull you over and then they can check your car for weed. It's not really about smoking weed. People, you might not believe it, but I actually can go a whole day without smoking. If I say to myself, I'm never gonna smoke weed again, I'm so tired of its effect on my life, blah, blah, blah. If I pretend like I hate weed because that's what everybody keeps saying to me and keeps wanting me to think, if I pretend like I'm gonna quit, then I do not. If when I feel the craving, I think, no, I really don't, then I can go an extended period of time without weed, and I don't really bother to think about it that much longer. A lot of times, myself as well, but with many people, oh shit, this kid just did like a kickflip or an ollie. I don't know if he's a kid. I have a now that I'm turning 25 soon, I have a real problem of calling he just did another one. He's really good at that. I have a problem with calling grown men, kid, young man, it's not really a problem either. A lot of times they will very obviously be teenagers. But when people are passing by me, I'll be like, look at this kid. It's like, you don't really know if that's a kid. Maybe it's because they're acting youthful, right? Maybe that's what people think of me when I'm skateboarding. I wonder. I remember when I was younger, people used to always say that I seemed a lot older than I was. I wonder if I continue to seem a lot older, or if maybe I'm regaining a bit of my youthful charm. But another thing I'm learning: 25 is young, dude. 75 is young. If you woke up and you're 75 and you can do anything, get out there and do something, dude, because that's how it really works. It's not like, oh, you're not allowed to enjoy your life anymore because you're a fucking old person, or because everybody basically just like graduated college and had like a kid and got married and started and finished a full term of service in the military or whatever. People are doing a lot of things, and I've done a lot of things. I did a lot of things in my life, and I'll continue for as long as I'm around, I think. But I don't know. I just don't see a point in doing normal stuff anymore. Like, not like don't do normal things. Of course I do normal things all the time. I don't even know what that sentence would mean. But to have like a completely normal life where I just like